It's elementary, my dear Watson. Did you have to memorize the periodic table back in school? Any of you at least listen to Tom Lair's Elements song? No? Look it up on YouTube and call me when you memorize it, okay? Instead of calling you all gold members, Robinhood could call you Aurum members, Aurum being the Latin word for gold. Maybe they should. Sounds pretty cool. But until then, just be satisfied knowing that the chemical symbol for gold is AU. Aw, isn't that cute? AU from the Latin, Aurum. I just explained it. Okay, I hope you're feeling the chemistry with me because I'm going to be here for 11 more questions. Here we go with Cumero Tumero. Uno. Tumero? Question 2. What is the underlying technology of most cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum? What's beneath that? What's the underlying technology? You know, cryptocurrencies are all the rage these days. Is there a purpose to them? I sure hope so, because you're all about to get a piece of it. What makes crypto so special is that underlying technology, which many people smarter than I believe is also useful for things like smart contracts and DAOs, which are decentralized OWs? I'm not sure. For those of you who believe in the utility of crypto, a big reason is because of its blockchain technology. The blockchain. You gotta stay on chain. Those of you who are skeptics about crypto, you probably got this wrong. So, blockchain, my heart. We're running the block to Q3. I'm not gonna do any more singing, I promise. How many times a year do US-based public companies report on their earnings? How many times a year do US-based public companies report on their earnings? Look, I'm not giving you any hints here at Q3. I could have included a keyword, but I specifically left it out. Why? Because we're at Q3. They start to get harder at Q3. If I had asked how many times a year do US-based public companies report on their quarterly earnings, you might have used your powers of perception, your Holmesian levels of deduction, and guessed that the answer was 4. Because quarterly means 4 times a year. And you would have been right. The answer is 4. That's right. Quarterly earnings. Look at that. A whole lot of you have beat the estimates and earned your way to Q4, the quarterly question. Here it is. Which federal agency is responsible for regulating the stock market? Now, really listen up to these questions. Okay, you got to listen carefully because they do get harder as we move along. I put the word federal in the question and then gave you 2 answers with federal in it. So maybe you felt the pressure of the 10 seconds and you just chose what you thought was the obvious answer? Well, no. If you didn't know the federal agency responsible for regulating the stock market, then you didn't know that it does have the word federal in it. It doesn't have the word federal. It's the Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC. That is the answer here. That was so tricky, I almost got tripped up even explaining it to you. The SEC, Security and Exchange Commission. Not the SEC, but in just a sec, I've got Q5 here. And a second's up, here we go. Approximately what was NVIDIA's market cap as of the end of 2024? The final day of 24, December 31st, what was the market cap of NVIDIA? If you're trying to cheat right now, and you're likely using something powered by NVIDIA like ChatGPT, if you found yourself frustrated that ChatGPT was not answering the questions fast enough, then blame NVIDIA. But actually blame yourself, because cheating is bad. Don't do it. Although I do understand the temptation. These questions with numerical answers are difficult. And someone once told me to always pick the middle amount, not the lowest or highest number. I don't know if that works, but if you tried on this question, you'd actually be right. NVIDIA's market cap at the end of 2024 was $3 trillion. That's a whole heck of a lot of zeros. And what, 4 commas? The 4 comma club? Okay, let's set market caps aside for now and put on our thinking caps for Q6. We're at the halfway point, folks. What type of asset could be protected by FDIC insurance? FDIC insurance. Do you remember the Great Depression? I'm guessing not. I mean, I don't. But if you are out there and you do, well, hats off to you for keeping up with the younger generations and for joining me today. From what I hear, the Great Depression was a fairly depressing time. But one of the good things that came out of it was the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC, to insure deposits and protect customers. And they insure, yes, your cash deposits for up to $250,000 per account per owner. That's a lot of protection. Something to aim for too, you know? Get that bread up, stack it up, and then you're protected up to $250,000. All right, a lot of you got that right. Can you protect the winning streak as we keep going here to Q7? Which of the following cryptocurrencies uses POS as the consensus algorithm? POS, what is that? You know, when I was growing up, POS meant something different. Adam Sandler had a very funny song about a POS car that never got him very far. Ode to My Car. Look it up. Classic. In the crypto world, POS means proof of stake, a mechanism for verifying transactions and maintaining a blockchain network, an alternative to proof of work, which came first and is used by Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Ethereum used to use proof of work, pow! But in 2022, following the great merge, it transitioned to proof of stake, making Ethereum the answer here. Whew. I tell you who else uses proof of stake. Ruth's Chris. That's S-T-E-A-K, proof of stake. More of a visual joke. Well, a whole lot of you are proving yourselves here late in the game as we head towards the home stretch at Q8. Here we go. When was the New York Stock Exchange established? Oh, another one of these questions with dates. Any history majors playing today? The New York Stock Exchange. Let's see. Let's go all the way back to this year. George Washington was president. The first official American dollar was printed at the U.S. Mint. Kentucky became the 15th state. The cornerstone for the White House was laid, and 24 stockbrokers signed the Buttonwood Agreement, establishing what would become the New York Stock Exchange. The year when all this magic happened was 1792. Oh, what a year. 1792, if I had a time machine, I might go back there. Or maybe I'd go back to 2013, air conditioning, when our next question takes place. Here it is, Q9. Which of these people is one of the creators of Dogecoin? Now, this is one of those process of elimination questions, okay? Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, as I'm sure you're aware. Elon Musk created SpaceX and a whole lot of things. That leaves just one person. He was a software developer at IBM, and the story is quite crazy and how it all began. Back in 2013, an Adobe engineer named Jackson Palmer tweeted about a parody cryptocurrency that didn't exist. He said, investing in Dogecoin, it's the next big thing. But our hero contacted him after seeing that, and a few months later, the pair turned the joke into a reality and turned Dogecoin into an actual cryptocurrency. Billy Marcus is the man who co-created Doge with Jackson Palmer. Wow. Speaking of which, everyone who's playing the game right now, whether you win or lose, will be getting some Dogecoin at the end of the game. Yes. So thank you, Billy and Palmer, Mr. Palmer. Just 3 more questions to go here, folks. Q10, starting to sweat. $1 million in Bitcoin could be yours. Which of these people is a former chair of the Federal Reserve? Oh, the Fed Reserve. We asked about the Fed a few times today and yesterday. Now, let's use that process of elimination again, all right? Again, history majors have the advantage here. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Franklin Delano, was our 32nd president, lasted many, many terms. Alexander Hamilton was the guy from that musical. What was it called? I don't know. And Charles Hamlin was a Harvard graduate and Boston lawyer who believed in sacrificing oneself for the good of society. Clearly, that team spirit helped him earn an appointment from President Woodrow Wilson as the very first chair of the Federal Reserve Board. Yes, Charlie Hamlin is your answer. Go, Charlie. That's my Grandpa Joe impression. Go, Charlie. You've got the golden ticket. Who's got the golden ticket today? Go you if you got it right. We're going for the gold here, or the Bitcoin, or the glory. We're going for something. Just 2 questions left. The penultimate Q11. Of these 3 cryptocurrencies, which had the highest market cap as of the end of January 2025? We're going all the way back to January 25. That feels like years ago. Market caps can change rapidly. Sometimes I feel like I need motion sickness tablets just to survive the roller coaster. And those fluctuations are especially true of cryptocurrency market caps. Now, this one started the month of January with a $93 billion cap. 4 weeks later, it had reached $112 billion. And then a week after that, went back down to 93. But I asked about the end of January. And on that day, that $112 billion market cap belonged to Solana. Solana's your answer here. That was bigger than Chainlink's cap at $16 billion and Dogecoin's at $49 billion. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, Doji. Remember, the market cap of today's game is 1 million BTC, and we are 1 question away from determining who's going to get a share of that grand prize. So This is it, folks. Are you locked in? Seatbelts fastened? We're going all the way to the last stop in this ride, pulling all the stops. It all boils down once again to this at Q12. Which of these stocks had the highest percentage returns from the start of 2024 to the end of 2024? Oh my goodness. Can you think back to last year? Can you? It was a few months ago. This company saw its share price jump a whopping 713% from Jan 1 to December 31st in 2024. And guess who not only didn't buy any of it? Me. I'd never even heard of it until right now. Why is this company so valuable? I've got one word for you: monetization. You know those mobile games that make you watch ads until you want to intentionally drop your phone in the toilet, but instead you keep playing and watching because you're so hooked on the game? Well, this is the company responsible for at least some of those ads. And if you knew that and you bought in on the stock when it was $40 a share, well, you had a great 2024 because it hit $400 a share by the end of it. And if you got this right, if you guessed app lovin', you're going to have an even better 2025 because you just won day 2 of Robinhood Trivia, baby. That's right. Robinhood Trivia round 2 in the books. I asked 12 questions. You gave me 12 correct answers. You're one of the people standing here at the finish line, and you should be jumping up and down right now and calling your great aunts and step uncles because you're a big winner, baby. Oh, and what do winners get on Robinhood Trivia? A share of the grand prize, 1 million USD in BTC. Woo! $1 million in Bitcoin. We gave it away yesterday, and we did it again today. And bonus time, because all of you are Robinhood Gold members, everyone who participated will be splitting a fresh pot of Doge. So expect to see a sprinkling of the granddaddy of all meme coins in your wallet, courtesy of the good folks here at Robinhood. Wow, I hope your month is off to a golden start. You clearly had the Midas touch today. It was an absolute honor to be your host and bring you mind-blowing prizes that I didn't have to pay for. That was the best part. But someone did pay for it, and I want to introduce you to that distinguished someone right now. Please put your phones down for just a few seconds so you can put your hands together for the man who made all of this possible, our special guest, Robinhood CEO, Vlad Tenev. Vlad, get in here.
Thanks, Scott.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thanks for running it back with us. It's great to have you. Thank you for infusing a spark of that HQ trivia spirit into our Robinhood realm. I'd like to begin by congratulating our trivia winners who unearthed a combined total of $2 million in Bitcoin over the past 2 days. A treasure truly worthy of legend. A special nod also goes to every gold member who participated today. Whether or not luck favored you in this round, you'll each be receiving some Doge as a token of our appreciation. Now, some of you may recall Gold Monday from last year. This time, we've gone bigger, declaring an entire gold month to celebrate.
Gold month.
We wanted to kick it off with something fun and engaging, so thank you for joining us in this special trivia event. But this is just the beginning. On Fridays in March, starting tomorrow, we'll be revealing weekly, limited time drops and offers exclusively for our gold members. Think of it like hidden gems awaiting discovery. And mark your calendars for our second annual gold event on March 26th. There, we'll be unveiling exciting new features designed to further elevate your Robinhood experience. Now, thank you again for tuning into this special gold edition of Robinhood Trivia Live. Keep an eye out on the app and our social channels for more details about Gold Month. There's plenty more waiting to be revealed. And we'll see you on March 26th.
Will I see them too?
Yeah, you're invited.
Okay.
You should come.
All right.
Yeah, March 26th.
March 26th.
All right.
Bye.